Candice who just joined. So I'm gonna start recording now.
Understand you.
Awesome. Did you hear me introduce you?
No.
No.
I don't know what was happening. You sound like an alien.
Oh Lord.
As if I know what alien sounds like. Let's play that back
Lord.
again.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Look, fearless interview, take 3.
All right, so this is the second of the I Am Fearless interview, and tonight I have the pleasure of having Nekisha from LA. Nekisha is the doyenne of Soulful Love, and she is based in LA, and you go back and forth from LA to Nigeria. You have to tell us how that's happening. And Nekisha craves helping people attract deep soul love and learn to create sexier and blissful relationships. So tell us more about you. Your bio is amazing. From 10 years being a master intuitive to 13 years being a mompreneur and so much more. Please tell us more about you.
I know, I fool everybody. My husband said he married me because I look so young and I'm not aging. I actually just celebrated my 41st birthday, December 6th.
What?
Yes.
What?
41.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Oh, wow.
So yes, I actually came from, as I have a master's degree in social work. I've been in social work since 1997, and it was no longer fulfilling me. And my dad always called me the super baby because I had this creativity and this wisdom about people that I just would know things. And so at 26 years old, I was the administrator of my own foster care and adoption agency. And so throughout the years, I was in foster care and adoption, but I just wasn't happy with that. So I started doing life coaching, playing with life coaching for a while.
Awesome. Since
2006, I've been playing with life coach. And then in the last 2 years, I made it a full-time business.
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
And then
amazing.
I found my specialty, which was love and sex.
Oh. Juicy. So why Soulful Love?
Because what I found, let me tell you why not Soulful Love, first of all.
Right. Okay.
Often, most of us get married out of fear. We think it's love, but we're getting married based out of fear. Will make us do some crazy things. When my first husband, I married him out of fear because I was a plus size woman. I've been a plus size woman since college. Ever since I stopped playing basketball and cheerleading, I became a plus size woman. So society tells you when you're big, nobody wants you. So he wanted me, and I was excited to be wanted, and especially after being celibate for so many years, I thought that, okay, he wants me. He's a decent guy. I don't know if I loved him, but I was like, I'm getting married. So I married him. So a lot of times we get married, or we are with someone out of fear, or we are with someone because we feel like it's a compatible, or it's the next phase in our life. But the difference, and that's when it looks like people break apart, or they say, well, you were married to somebody for a long time. Why did y'all get divorced? Oh, we inconsolable differences. So what that really means is we got together at a time where it was convenient, but we didn't share the same vision. So therefore, we didn't know each other, and we just couldn't work it out anymore. So soulful love is all about when you know your mind, you know your spirit, you know your will, and you know your emotions. You can manage your emotions, and every part of you is in alignment, and it's saying the same thing. It makes your soul full. So that means you have nothing missing or nothing broken. So when you get together with somebody else, it creates bliss, because you're going to only attract somebody on your same level. So I'm whole. I have nothing missing or broken. So now I'm going to attract other people who have nothing missing or broken. So when we come together, we can create a vision and a legacy. And it's nothing but bliss. It's like when you're broke. When you're broke, you're always worried about money. And so relationships break up because of communication, sex, and finances. Relationships break up because they don't have the same vision and no one is full. So that's like if you have money in the bank, you can fulfill your dream and your real vision because you're not worried about money. So when you have soulful love, you could fulfill a real legacy. And the reason why relationships are supposed to be creative power, legacy, and to really demonstrate what love is. So soulful love, all we're focusing on is being good to each other. We don't have no other issues.
Amazing. Powerful. I'm glad this is recording because pen and paper I'm going to work hard. After this interview is finished, I'm going to do my homework.
Believe me, I still do my homework. When I'm coaching clients, I'm like, that was good. I need to record it. You know, and that's part of being intuitive because a lot of the stuff, sometimes the spirit just channels through me. Yes. And sometimes I don't know the answer until it comes through me. And then I'm like, whoa, that was good. So yes, soulful love means your soul is already full. It's not damaged. It's not broken. Nothing is missing. So you're coming to the table with a full plate of alignment and purpose.
Perfect. I just want to honor Alex, who's here with us. He's got a question, and after this, we'll keep all the questions for the end. But Alex is asking, can you define love, and at what point do you start loving yourself?
Okay. Actually, love is really defined by the individual. Because what I think is love may not mean what your requirement or what your experience is as love. And also love is it's an evolving. It's an evolving. So what I know for sure that love is, it feels good. It's like oxygen. You can't live without it. Once you have the real love, it's healing and it's creativity. So if you come and it's safe, so you are with someone and you feel safe, creativity is happening, you're healing, you're evolving, you are in love. But that's according to my definition.
Amazing.
And the point of self-love is the beginning of having a soul full of love, because until you learn to take care of yourself, and all self-care basically is the ability to know yourself and have a bond with yourself. When you have a bond with yourself and you are nurturing that and protecting that is self-love.
Amazing. Fantastic. Oh, that is so good. And that's just the beginning, guys. This is so good. All right. So my second question is, when you started your journey as the love mentor, what were some of the fears that you had to face and you had to overcome to be able to fully serve your ideal clients?
Okay. Whoa. So the way I got into this is because I was a life coach, but what I realized was I was used to fixing people who needed fixing. But when I moved to Hollywood, these women didn't need fixing. They had the top of everything. They could drop $4,000 or $5,000 to get plastic surgery. Right. They had it going on. But they had the common denominator of not having self-esteem or confidence. And I didn't understand that, because how can you make six figures and above like this, like it's nothing, but have no confidence? How do you live in a big, beautiful house with a pool in the backyard, but you don't have any confidence? And what I realized is we specialize in situational confidence. They had confidence when it was things that came natural to their ability. But because we are love illiterate a lot of times, they didn't have confidence in that area, and that was the one area they could not fix. So what did I have to do in order to be able to service that clientele and to deal with their overall issue of not feeling loved, not feeling worthy, and not being able to master their relationships? I had to master money. It
Mm.
was a mirror to me. I was good at being an administrator of a nonprofit. I was good at being a spiritual girl, a church girl. I was good
Mm-hmm.
at being a mother, but I was not good at understanding love. So one of the fears that I had was I realized that in order for me to teach a message, I had to be authentic. So I had to shut everything down and go on my own journey to fill my soul so that I can record and write that journey and then be able to teach the principles of the overall learning to that. Another fear about that is, what if I'm wrong? What if I teach them all this stuff and they still don't have any confidence? You know, you go through that self-doubt stuff.
Yes.
But anytime you go through self-doubt and you go through the fear, here's what I teach my clients and I teach people that I talk to. You're either going to be pushed by fear or you're going to be pulled by your vision. Which one is more powerful, being pushed by fear or being pulled by your vision, which means you have to expand your expectancy. You have to expand your expected end, what you want to happen. You have to focus so hard on what you want to happen, your ideal situation, till it melts your fear.
Wow.
And that's what I had to do.
Wow. Wow. That's powerful. And isn't it true? What they say that you can only take someone as deep as you've already, gone yourself.
Exactly. It's almost like our ideal clients. Two full of thoughts for me. Your ideal client is going to be you 2 to 3 years ago, or they're going to be one step ahead of you. So you could have just learned a lesson or some type of wisdom the week before, and then your ideal client is going to need to know what you just mastered. And it's understanding the reason they're your client or the reason you can attract that person is because you have reached mastery level in your thought process, your system, your organization around that subject matter. So what we have to get used to doing, especially as women, is ownership of being masters.
Yes.
People come to you because you're the master, you're the elder, you're the wise one. So we can't question that. When we start to question our ability, people don't want to be around us because we're sending out mixed signals. But when your signal, your frequency gets clear, you can't stop people from wanting to pay you for your wisdom or to be in your presence.
Absolutely. That is fantastic. I don't normally curse, but to me, like, your shit is your expertise. That's it.
Yes.
Like what you've gone through, what you've been through, and how you got yourself out of that situation, is exactly what you need to do for other people now. It's how you have to, to teach them how to get out of their own ish, basically.
Yes, they're minions. They're like little yous running around. That's all. I call my clients my babies. They're my love diamonds because I realize that diamonds go through pressure. They go through fire, and it takes billions of years for them to push through the surface of the Earth's core where they're even often found. But when they're found and dusted off, they're brilliant, and people kill for them.
Yeah.
And that's what those are my little, because I didn't realize I was a diamond until I learned to become soulful.
Wow. Powerful. I'm loving this. All right. So moving on to the next question, let's talk about love now, and starting with self-love, right? Do you think that it plays a big part in our level of confidence as women entrepreneurs? And it can only assist us, and giving us that extra fearless edge?
If you don't have self-love, you can't be fearless. Because love is feeling safe. And people who are in fear, it's the opposite of love. So you're either going to be fearful or you're going to be loveful. So love pushes you up and fear sinks you down. it gives you an illusion that you're okay. But have you ever felt like you built your business and then you had to start all over again? Then you built it up, then you had to start all over again. Then you build it up again, and then you try something different, and then it crumbles again. The reason it's doing that is, again, you have to check yourself. You have to check, are you in alignment? Are you fully embracing who you are? Are you bringing all your gifts to this service that you want to offer? And are you doing it because you really see a need and you want to help? Or are you doing it because you're hungry?
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing it because your bills need to be paid? Or are you doing it because you're sick of your husband and you're trying to get away, get out? When you define why you're doing what you're doing, it has to come from a place of love. When it comes from a place of love, it will stand. It will survive. If it comes from a place of lack, which is in the fear-based family, it will not stand. And fear makes you turn into what I call bipolar behavior. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. All these mood swings. And if your business is not going good, you're pissed off and you're down. If your business is going good, you want to shout from the mountain. Your clients come, the clients go. You have to have yourself in alignment, and that means you have to have a full soul. You have to like yourself every day, regardless of what you see. Because the beautiful thing about love is you can't see it, but you know it's there because it's a feeling.
That's true.
To be something that you're doing, and if you don't get paid, you're still going to do it anyway.
That's true. Very, very, very powerful, and so true. So true. Amazing.
So fearless people like you, Genevieve, is somebody who has done their work, and you're constantly evolving. Doesn't mean you are like the supreme being. No.
True.
It means that you know enough that you can tell when you're sinking, and you know you have been doing something that you normally do to stay afloat. So again, you're either going to be dealing in fear-based mode, which is lack. I'm not good enough. I got to keep taking this. I got to keep reading books. I got to keep doing this. Or you do it in love-based mode, and you know that the universe is supporting 1,000% of the way, whether you understand it or not. So you have to choose. You can't do both. Because a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
That's true. That's very true. And that's the mindset part that comes into play, and that is, to me, is crucial for anybody who wants to start a business now or is in business. Mindset is, it's key. It's key, and it can make or break, your business or your relationship or whatever it is that you want to do. If you want to be successful, mindset has to be rock solid. And the thing about fearlessness that I say, it's not fearless to me. It's not the absence of fear, because fear is a natural mechanism, and I don't want it to disappear. I want it to be there. Fear is, it's to me a signal that the thing I'm going to do is actually, it's good for me, right? Yeah. It's good for me because it's challenging something within me. It's challenging something that needs to break anyway if I have to go to my next level.
Yes.
Right? And being fearless is just acting with a fear. I'm driving, and fear is at the back.
Yes, you are in control of the fear. When the fear is in control of you, that's the problem. But when you can control the fear, that is amazing, and it makes you even more powerful. Yes,
exactly.
More active.
Yeah. So true. Amazing. Fantastic. So now fear in our relationships. So many women, and I've been there, so many women stay in relationships because of fear. Fear of like tomorrow being on their own or raising their children by themselves. And sometimes even worse, they are scared to be 100% themselves and follow their passions, because he might leave, he might go. So how do you take someone like that from disempowered to empowered?
Again, what I said earlier, you have to start with a vision. You have to start with a vision. And with creating that vision, you have to make a decision. Is my vision more important or my fear more important? You first have to make that decision. Everything starts with a decision. The second decision, you have to rehearse all the things that you've done right and all the things that you've conquered. So we have a tendency to rehearse the worst stuff.
Yes.
The worst outcome, the worst consequence. But what if we learn to do the opposite and start rehearsing the best outcome, the best consequence, the highest level that you can absolutely see yourself being? I tell people, if you can rehearse the best for 21 to 30 days, a check of telling me how powerful and super powerful and how small your problems become.
Yes.
That's with even leaving a job. If you've been employed forever, don't think that because you leave the job to start your business, oh, I may not have enough money. I'm used to security. Don't rehearse all the worst things that can happen.
Yes.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. That what you rehearse will happen. So
exactly.
Think of all the amazing things that can happen. And then the next thing is act as if. My husband laughs at me because I'm the biggest person that's why Hollywood is so good for me, because I act as if like he really wants a child. What we do, I can't stop saying he wants a child. I want a child and I want a son. And I've already told him what positions he has to do and what I got to do to make a son. So I walk around rubbing my stomach as if I'm pregnant, as if.
Speak
so
it.
What we have to understand, who waits until the baby arrives to go and get the baby crib, to decorate the room, to get the Pampers? We prepare for the baby. Even if, for some fate, the baby doesn't make it or whatever happens, the baby has to be in a hospital for 6 months for whatever, you still are prepared. Okay. So with your mindset when it comes to not relying on a husband or not relying on an employer or whatever, be prepared, act as if, and rehearse the vision, not the pitfall or the worst that can happen.
That is so true. That is so true. That is true. You really have, I don't like to say faking till you make it. I'd rather just act as if. Act as if.
Throw yourself a baby shower. Throw yourself a business shower. Okay. Go and set up your little office, even if it's in a closet. Okay?
Yes.
Do what you gotta do to feel the part. And people always say, well, I can't go get a whole wardrobe and I can't do this. Honey, get you 2 best outfits, switch your wigs, and keep it moving.
I am telling you.
With shirts, that's all you gotta do. Get 2 shirts, 2 nice little skirts, and just keep looking fierce in that. Wear that every day until you can get the 3rd one.
That's true. And as a stylist, I totally get you, because it doesn't cost. You don't have to break the bank to look good, right? You don't. Right. You don't. You don't. Right. And it's consistency as well. It's consistency because, I'm at home. So I drop my kids at school every day. So the comments I get from the moms is, oh, wow, like you always look good. Now, sometimes I don't think I do, but that's not how they see me, right? They're so used to seeing me looking good that when I feel like I'm dressed down, I still look good. But it's just the consistency. Just keep it up. I think it's very easy as well as us women. When the kids come in, we letting ourselves go. Like, we don't wear our heels anymore. I'm not saying that you have to wear your heels every day, but it's just self-love, taking care of yourself.
Self-love is taking care of your whole self. It's the pampering part, which is the outside. Keeping your massages, your nails done, your skin glowing, all of that. But the most important part, and I want to piggyback on what you said, the reason people think you look good even when you feel like you're not looking your best is because your soul makes you look more beautiful than what you look.
Yes.
And that's what men pick up on. Now, I try to tell women, you don't have to look like a Lisa Ray or Scarlett Johansson. But if you have a beautiful soul, somebody is going to want you, and they're going to treat you so wonderfully. Because your soul makes you look so much more beautiful than you are. And every man that I've dated, they said they forgot that I was a plus size woman. Of course you were, by my life.
Awesome. Wow. And that's really what matters, right? Like from the inside out. It's an inside out job, right? Yes. Perfect. So our man and entrepreneurship. I know it can be very lonely, as a woman when you start a business and when you start climbing, and it's a daily grind. I must admit, sometimes I have trouble switching off, but I have to remember that I have a family life, I have a partner, so remember to be all in when I'm with them, as much as I do when I'm in my business. But how do you get your partner or your husband to fully support you in your entrepreneurial journey, and especially when they are not an entrepreneur?
Okay, that's a really good question. The first thing that has layers upon layers. So let me start with this. The first one is everybody can buy into anything if they feel like something is in it for them. So the first thing you have to outline is what's in it for them, and have them buy into what's in it. What do you want from it? Okay. So the goal to reach. Okay. What's your kid's name?
Mine. Noah, Joshua, and Jeremiah.
Okay, Noah, Joshua, and Jeremiah. What do you want if mommy reaches this goal? Well, I want this, and I want that, and I want that. So the kid, what the kids what? Honey, this is the goal I'm trying to reach. What would you want when I reach this goal? Or what do you think I need to do to reach this goal? You pull in on it. So everybody's invested and they feel a part of it. But what we do is we kind of treat it like our own little selfish baby. We become a single mother over our businesses. Heck no. I go to, even though I know the answer a lot of times to my own business questions, or I'm paying a business coach, I'll ask my husband just so he can be involved.
Right.
We don't involve them, and then we expect them to understand. No, they don't understand something that they're not involved with, or they have no invested interest. So you have to involve them, figure out what they want out of the situation, and then involve them as much as you can with just simple things like asking questions, even if you know the answer to it. Make them feel, and then you go back to them and be like, "Baby, I did what you told me to do."
Right.
Do you know awesome. That man gonna be like,
yes.
And then he'll get the phone. Yeah, I told my wife that she should do this in her business, and it worked. And you thinking in your head like, I already knew what to do. I hope my husband don't see this. But that's, you involve them. Then the next thing you do is you create a work life that you love. Part of the reason we become entrepreneurs is to create a work life that we love.
Yes.
Now, to give you an example, what's important to me is my husband is grinding. I'm grinding. My baby has her own grind. So everybody grinding. What's important to me is the family. So what I do is we set up appointments. When it's a long, deep talk we need to have, I'll make an appointment with my husband. It's like a business deal. I make an appointment. My daughter makes an appointment with me when it's something real serious and we need to spend some time. Sometimes I just need his time. I just need his love. And I let him know. I'm like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. Mama need to be filled up. When do you have time? And he'll say, okay, this weekend, it's me and you. So we set appointments. The other thing that I do is, because I am conscious of we have a full plate sometimes, is I set my business up that I work really hard Monday through Thursday.
Right.
Friday is a little clerical stuff or what have you. But the weekend, I don't do nothing. I don't care what happens. Y'all got to call 911. I don't know what you're but no matter call 911, check yourself. It's like whatever you need to do, you know, and then deal with it. So I set my business up like that. I'll set business up the last week of every month. I need to rejuvenate. I need to have a full soul because I've given out all month long. So I set it up that last week of the month. I don't do nothing. So I can sit on my honey's lap. I can make his food all day. I can have sex all week. Whatever I want to do, it's my week because I'd be damned if I built a business that's making me miserable, making me stressed, making me lose my family, making me not be an attentive mother and seeing to my child. So everybody understands my rotation and they appreciate that. So that I'm not all worn out because I want to be beautiful because God knows if he decides to move on, I gotta look good for the next man. So I keep myself together. I'm not gonna go ragged, okay? And I teach my daughter, she's 10 years old, she has epilepsy, and I homeschooled her for 2 years. I have to do those things, but I teach her, even in your epilepsy, and we don't know when you're gonna have a seizure, you gotta be self-sufficient. She know how to cook, she know how to clean, she know how to lay out her clothes. Call me when it's important. I'll show up for important things, but if it ain't important, work it out. Amazing.
Now
that any mommy guilt around it.
That's really good. That's really good, and it's crucial to empower our children from early age. And I'm so glad that epilepsy, that you don't see it as an impediment to her own independence, right? That's very powerful.
Because I want her to grow up, go away to college. She says she's coming to Paris, so I'm going to send her to you.
Yes.
She wants to go to Paris for college, and I'm sure she's going to get married. I can't be there. So I got to teach her now to be strong. I don't have time for mommy guilt because what we don't understand is kids grow up. If you put all of yourself in your kids, if you put all of yourself in your husband, what's left for you? And God forbid he pass away or he moves on for whatever reason. Kids grow up and move out. What are you going to do? Then you go into the midlife crisis. That's what the midlife crisis is all about. You lost yourself. You thought you was a role, and then you realize that role and you don't know who you are. Well, I'm not going to go through a midlife crisis because everybody needs to learn how to maintain themselves. And I show up when it's really important. I never miss a track meet. I never miss, whatever I have to show up at the school now. I never miss any of that. I have the schedule to do it. But are we going to have this codependent, deep, I can't live without my children? No.
No, that is so true. It's so true. I experienced that, I experienced that with my mom, right? She stayed for us. Now everybody's gone. What do you do?
Move her in because y'all created that.
You see? There you go.
Move her in because she don't know what to do. She don't know who to cook for. She don't know. I'm not gonna be like that. No.
You see, it's all right. So that's another subject. That's another interview.
Right.
So, la doyenne. I love that. That is doyenne is French, right? So I'm going to say it like we say in French, la doyenne.
Yes. Thank you. I'm so glad you get it. Do you know how hard it was to teach these Americans? They was like, what is that? Nobody can say that. We gotta look it up. Now I'm educating you. Stop wanting everything easy. Look it up and see what it means.
Exactly. La doyenne. What are your 3 top tips for having a blissful relationship?
Kids, it's time to go to bed now.
They're sleeping.
Number 1, definitely self-love. If you don't love yourself, if your soul is not full, it is really hard for someone to treat you in a way that you're not willing to treat yourself. Okay. So self-love, take care of yourself from the inside out. Only you know, you have to test things out. It can be meditation. It could be reading spiritual books. It could be reading, because what we don't understand is self-love is about taking care of your whole self, your body, your spirit, your emotions, your mental, you know, your image.
Yes.
All of that is self-love. So you have to figure out, and one of the things I have my clients do on a daily basis is create their self-love jars for every part of themselves, and they put marbles in every time they do something that fills themselves up. And so it makes you think about, before you jump into an argument with your spouse because you feel lonely or you don't feel understood, or you feel like your clients, you're not getting enough clients, or you're feeling like people are not, you know, attracted to you, or whatever, you're not getting enough leads, whatever. I want you to go and look at your self-love jar and see what's in there, because we always expect a lot from other people, but we're not being the mirror or the example of that which we want. It's called the law of attraction. You're going to attract what you are. So if your self-love jar is empty, guess what you're going to attract? Emptiness.
Yeah.
So it goes hand in hand. The second thing that you need to have is a vision. If you don't have a vision, and you don't have a vision as a partnership, one of the things that my marriage thrives on is, what's the vision this year? He has his own vision. I have my own vision. And then we have a vision as a family. So you have to have a vision. If you don't have no vision, forget it. It's like my husband teaches sometimes some of my classes, and he'll tell the women, how do you get on the bus and you don't know where the bus is going? That makes no sense. And then it takes you somewhere, and then you end up being angry because you're somewhere you didn't plan on being, and you don't know how to get back. So you lost yourself. So have a vision. And the next thing to have a blissful relationship is a whole lot of good, passionate sex. Because you have to. And I'm not talking about that stale stuff y'all keep doing over and over. He on top, or y'all do doggy style. Switch it up. I need you to get some wigs. I need you to try some toys. I need you to try some personalities. One of the things I teach my clients, we do Hollywood scripts over here. I give my husband his role, my role, and we act that baby out from beginning to end. We have costumes, everything.
Oh, wow.
So if he wants to be a Native American, he gonna have the drum. And we act that thing out. So you gotta have a lot of sex. I always try to come home as a different person, because he don't know who he gonna get.
Wow.
He'll just follow suit. If you keep it the same, I'm telling you, they don't tell you because they don't want to hurt our feelings. They love variety. They like change.
Right.
And always like, is that your hair? What have you known me hair all the way down? He gets so confused, and then I'll even have a voice that matches the personality.
No way. No way. No way.
You gotta do that. You gotta have good sex. You gotta have a vision, and you gotta have self-love. Those three babies, it's gonna be fireworks all the time. That's why my relationship is in continual bliss. We don't have challenges and issues.
Wow.
Because I take care of myself. And guess what? I don't have to tell him to take care of himself, because like attract like. He does the same thing. And one of the things that people always say, you don't worry about, because y'all live long distance a lot of the times, you don't worry about him cheating. One thing my husband is going to tell you, he's going to say, no, I don't have time to cheat. I respect myself. He don't say I respect my wife. He says, I respect myself.
Yes, crucial.
Himself, then he automatically has covered me.
True.
So we don't worry about it.
True. That reminds me of, was it last year, this whole Jada Pinkett and Will Smith? There was some cheating stories or something like that. But what she said was that he can go and do whatever he wants.
As long as he can live with it.
Yes, exactly.
How can you control a grown person?
Nah.
We've been fighting against slavery for years. How can I control that man? That man has to be self-controlled. And the reason it's so good, that's why I say you have to have full soul, is because you need to be able to pick the right person and recognize that person also has a full soul. People with a full soul, we're not missing or broken, so we don't need to go out and have a whole bunch of sex to make our ego feel good, because we're not on that ego. We're about purpose and vision and legacy. We're about bonding.
Yes.
And my husband said he did it in the past. He hurt women in the past, but that was a long time ago. He's a man. He won a family. So he respects himself.
Wow. Powerful. Powerful. I've got homework to do. You know that. I need to get jars.
Get the jars. Get the jars. Definitely get the jars.
Definitely.
Definitely. And I might try to create me a line of jars. I might try to do that. And sell them on my website.
No, I will get job because we can only give from, from the overflow, right? And we're in trouble when we try to give when it's half empty or half full, and we try to empty ourselves. No, we have to fill ourselves, like you say, and then give for whatever is overflowing, so we stay whole within ourselves. Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This has been such
honor. Thank you.
Such a powerful interview. I am so glad this is recorded, because this is going to be replayed and replayed and replayed and replayed, right?
Thank you.
So what's happening? What's happening in Nigeria?
Nigeria is exciting. I'll be back in Nigeria next month, and I'm going to stay this time. So now I'm going to be based in Nigeria and just do my travel out of Nigeria. Yeah, I'm going to be based in Nigeria. So my husband is like upgraded. We had a cute little tiny apartment, but I was like, for me to stay, we gotta upgrade all the way. So he's working on all of that. I need all the best Wi-Fi technology.
Yes.
So he's working on all of that stuff. So I'm really excited to be able to live there. I'm not excited about the mosquitoes, because it's like as soon as I get off the plane, they attack me. But I love Nigeria. Nigeria is home to me. It's definitely home for me. I know my ancestors was one of the ones that were shipped away. So I'm so ready.
That is fantastic. There. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I've never been, but Africa, Africa, wherever in Africa is my home. So I know you're gonna love it.
Yeah. Thank you.
So where can we find you? Where can we find you?
Absolutely. You can find me at Nekisha-Michelle.com. Nekisha-Michelle.com. I also have an amazing Facebook group that is called Soul Love and Relationship Bliss. Unfortunately, it's for women's only, women's ladies
which
only.
I'm part in.
And we have some really good all-around discussion in there. They are a really good group of women, but it's a good opportunity for you to get to know me better. And that you can see I'm a real person. I am touchable, and firsthand of what I have going on. But what I'm really excited, and I would love for you to get on my mailing list. And again, you can get on my mailing list by going to my website, Nekisha. I don't know if you say hyphen or dash. I'm not sure. Michelle. I'm not sure how they do that. But anyway, I have my brand new Bedroom Bliss boutique coming out. So I want to help you create a naughty holiday season.
That looks like a treat, right? That looks like a treat.
Bliss boutique. I want you to make the holidays very special and naughty. So I'm excited about launching my online Bliss boutique.
Amazing. We wish you all the best. I'm in your group anyway, so we keep in touch. Yes, we keep in touch, and I hope to have you again as a host in the future. I really enjoyed. I will. I really, really enjoyed this interview, and I thank you so much. So much.
Thank you. And I enjoyed my first time on Blast.
Awesome. Well done.
Thank you,
Fantastic. Bye-bye.
Bye.